So, good afternoon. On my way to flight lesson number 2, and it's going to be interesting. We're going to learn how to force stalls. Well, not we, I am going to learn how to force a stall. I mean, I know the dangerous and stupid way to do that, but there's the safe way to do it. I'm a little nervous about it only because I don't like the idea of not having an engine and having to restart it in the air. That's something that I'm not really that keen on. But, excuse me, it's something I need to know how to do. So, yeah, we were going to meet at 3 o'clock, but Gabriel said he was running late, so we're meeting a little bit closer to 4, so it's like a little after 3:30 right now. I had to take an Uber. Uber ride was interesting because I had to get dropped off a few blocks away from the airport because it's just taking an Uber to the airport. They don't really want Ubers coming in there. I understand that. So, yeah. I think it probably has to do with the noise abatement there and whatnot. So, it's like a no pickup, no drop-off zone. So, yeah, it's fine. It is what it is. Oh, so like an idiot, I didn't even show off the t-shirt that my mom made for me. And I figured it would be really hilarious and cute if I wore it to my second lesson. So that's what I'm doing. Is it cheesy? Yes. Do I care? No. That is one of the Avilo planes out there. I have no idea what model that is. I'm guessing Airbus because of the size, but I don't know. I'm not an expert on identifying planes, but that's kind of cool. I'm not flying that. Just an FYI, I will not be flying that, no matter how cool it looks. Okay, so I know that is a seaplane. I don't think it's a Cessna, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't know what kind of plane that is, but I do think it's interesting that the engines are mounted there. I don't think I've ever even seen this particular model before. We all know the Piper. That's what I've been flying. I don't know what that passenger plane is out there, but all I know is that it's a passenger plane. You can see that I've learned a lot. Hello. Hi. My hair's messy just because of having the headset on and the wind's blowing and whatnot. We didn't do the emergency stuff because he wants me to be more comfortable with the controls, so we're going to do that next lesson, and I think that's appropriate because I'm not that comfortable with the controls. But look, this is my 3rd time flying, so, you know... I have no idea why I'm coughing so much. The good news is I did not throw up this time, which I was very excited about. And it was really, when we were doing the, practice landings and the takeoffs, it was ridiculously bumpy. Like, he kept saying that it was bumpier the last time, and it didn't feel that way at first until we did our 3rd landing. That was like, yeah, it's bumpier the last time. But it was, and it didn't bother me at all, which is interesting. But I think now that I've fully recovered from that weird sinus infection, bacterial whatever that I had, I think I'm fine, because I don't get motion sickness. That never happens to me. But anyway, so yeah, we did 2 practice landings, and then we did the final landing too. It was raining a little bit, which was jarring because I've never been flying a plane in rain. I act as if I've flown a bajillion times. I've never flown a plane in rain before. So that was interesting, but it wasn't a bad thing. It was fine. The weather didn't go crazy, which was good. And yeah, so, and the other thing too is that plane that I had pointed out at the beginning of the vlog, that's not an Airbus. It looks so much bigger from far away. It's a much smaller plane than I realized. So yeah, but yeah, we did the 2 practice landings and then the final landing. And the first takeoff was really smooth. The second one, I was really aggressive with. The third one, I was better with. So, it is what it is. I can tell you right now that there is no way in hell that I could land a plane unassisted. There's no way, because I don't have the experience to do that. There's a lot of components to landing. Not so much to takeoff, it's just increase throttle and pull back. That's the short version of that. There's a little bit more to it than that, but that's basically that. And yeah, and I mean, you know, the nice thing about being in a Piper is you don't need as much runway to take off. You can get up to speed pretty quick. And so, yeah, you have a lot of room for error, which is cool. There's a certain point in time when you can't abort, obviously, because you can't just stay on the runway forever. It doesn't work. Runways don't work like that. But, yeah. So there we go with that. And that is pretty much the name of the game. So I had a lot of fun. I definitely enjoy flying with Gabriel, and I think he has a lot of fun flying with me, which is very cool. Have to do my medical, which will, you know, my med exam, which will be whenever. There's no rush in that. And yeah, I should be fine with that. Like, you know, I have a heart murmur, but it's a bicuspid aortic valve. It's never given me issues for my whole life. So I should be fine. I don't see why there would be an issue with that. It will absolutely break my heart if there is, but I don't think it's going to be an issue. You know, my hearing is fine. My vision's fine. Basically, everything's fine. So I should be all right. Yeah, and that's pretty much that. So, you know, we'll connect, and he'll send me the contacts for all that. We'll connect about when my next lesson will be, and that is the name of the game. So, yeah. In any case, I want to thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and as always, I will see you guys next time.